Hello, hello! Pete's Packs here, and we're back with our 9th guild kit. This is Rakdos. So, let's get into this. Rakdos, of course, is red-black, and they are the party hard guild. Right. So we have our guild mage welcome sheet. Deck list. And a nice little portrait of Rakdos, Lord of Riots. We have our guild emblem sticker. Very nice. Themed tuck box. Some nice little details. I really, excuse me, I really like that it has the guild emblem on the front there. Then, in our guild kit itself, we have lovely themed spin down with guild emblem and a matching color motif on the die. A very nice enamel pin. This is the clip back style. And our deck. Alright, starting things off, we have a promo Rakdos, Lord of Riots, with exclusive art to the guild kits. So for black, black, red, red, you get a 6/6 legendary creature demon. You can't cast this spell unless an opponent lost life this turn. Flying, trample. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. Nice. Now in the deck itself, we have Rixmati Reveler, 1 in a red for a 2/2 human shaman with spectacle, 2 black red. You may cast a spell for a spectacle cost rather than its mana cost if an opponent lost life this turn. Keep in mind that's life lost, not damage. So anything that causes loss of life, including damage, will trigger spectacle. Well, it doesn't actually trigger it, it enables spectacle. When it enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw a card. If its spectacle cost was paid, instead discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Then we have Lizolda, the Blood Witch, 1 black red for a 3/1 legendary human cleric. With 2, sacrifice a creature. It deals 2 damage to any target. If the sacrificed creature was red, draw a card. If the sacrificed creature was black. So if it was black and red, you get to do both. Avatar of Discord. Hybrid black-red, hybrid black-red, hybrid black-red for a 5/3 avatar with flying. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you discard 2 cards. But a 5/3 flyer for 3 is very solid. Spawn of Mayhem. 2 black-black for a 4/4 demon with spectacle, 1 black-black. Flying, trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 1 damage to each player. Then if you have 10 or less life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So that can grow out of hand very quickly. Rakdos Pit Dragon, 2 red for a 3/3 dragon. For red, it gains flying until end of turn, and then for a red, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And then Hellbent. It has double strike as long as you have no cards in hand. So that's from the original Dissension. Master of Cruelties, 3 black-red for a 1/4 demon with first strike and death touch. It can only attack alone, and if it attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1, and it deals no combat damage this combat. Very nice. Carnival Hellsteed, 4 black-red for a 5/4 Nightmare Horse with first strike, haste, and unleash. You may have it enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It can't block as long as it has a +1/+1 counter on it. Now keep in mind, it does not matter if it comes from unleashing it or if it gets a +1/+1 counter otherwise. So that can be a liability, something to consider. We have Rakdos the Defiler, 2 black, red. This is the original version of Rakdos. For a 7/6 legendary creature demon with flying and trample, when it attacks, sacrifice half the non-demon permanents you control rounded up. When it deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices half the non-demon permanents they control rounded up. We have Udvara Hellkite, 6 red for a 6/6 dragon. With flying, whenever a dragon you control attacks, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. Keep in mind, it sees itself. So whenever this attacks, it makes a 6/6. Whenever one of your other dragons attack, it creates a 6/6. Then Dreadbore, black-red, sorcery, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Very nice. One of the few direct destroy spells for planeswalkers. Theater of Horrors, 1 black-red, enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. During your turn, if an opponent lost life this turn, you may play cards exiled with Theater of Chaos or Theater of Horrors. And then 3 in a red, it deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. So it enables itself. Demon Fire, back in Dissension. This was one of our big closers. X in a red for sorcery. It deals X damage to any target. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Hellbent, if you have no cards on hand, the spell can't be countered and the damage can't be prevented. It was very nice. Rakdos' Return. This was a big one in Return to Ravnica block. X black-red sorcery deals X damage to target opponent or planeswalker. That player or that planeswalker's controller discards X cards. Then we have some tokens. Like we have 5 6/6 flying dragon tokens, and then on the back we've got a 2/1 goblin. It's like we've got 5 2/1 goblins, which is a very unusual token. We have Rakdos Cackler. For a hybrid black-red, we have a 1/1 devil with Unleash. We have 2 of those. Thrill Kill Assassin, 1 in a black for a 1/2 human assassin with Death Touch and Unleash. Rakdos Guildmage, hybrid black-red for a 2/2 zombie shaman. 3 in a black, discard a card, target creature gets -2/2 until end of turn, and then 3 in a red, create a 2/1 red goblin creature token with haste, exile it at the beginning of the next end step. And we get 2 of those. Rakdos Shred Freak, hybrid black-red for 2/1 haste, human berserker with haste. Splatter Thug, 2 in a red for a 2/2 human warrior with first strike and Unleash. Jagged Poppet, 1 black-red for a 3/4 ogre warrior. When it's dealt damage, discard that many cards. Hellbent, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, if you have no cards in hand, that player discards cards equal to the damage. Very nice. Crypt Champion. Now this was used in, if I remember correctly, used in Sophie Eriksdotter combo, the deck that was named Project X back in Ravnica Time Spiral Standard. But 3 in a black for a 2/2 zombie with double strike. When it enters the battlefield, each player puts a creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from their graveyard onto the battlefield. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless red was spent to cast it. Alright. We have Rakdos Firewheeler, black, red for a 4/3 human rogue. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target opponent and 2 damage up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Very nice. Blade Juggler, 4 in a black for a 3/2 human rogue with Spectacle, 2 in a black. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. We have Rakdos Carnarium, the black-red Karu. Should have 4 copies of that. Yep. And then 4 Rakdos Guildgate, which is the black-red gate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 themed swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 themed mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Riot Spikes for a hybrid black-red. You get an enchantment aura. It's an enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/-1. And Rakdos Signet, the black-red signet. We should have 2 of those. We do. Rakdos Charm. This was a great sideboard card for a very long time. It's one of the few ways to blow out Splinter Twin when it was in Modern. Black and a red, instant, choose 1, exile all cards from target player's graveyard, destroy target artifact, or each creature deals 1 damage to its controller. Very nice. Rakdos Key Rune. 3-mana artifact, taps for a black or a red, and then for a black-red, it becomes a 3/1 black and red devil artifact creature token with first, or not token, artifact creature with first strike until end of turn. Skewer the Critics, used heavily in Return to Ravnica / Ravnica Allegiance Standard. In mono red, still shows up in some mono red lists in Modern and Pioneer. So 2 in a red, sorcery, spectacle for a red, deals 3 damage to any target. Augur Spree, 1 black-red, instant, target creature gets +4/-4 until end of turn. Dead Revels, 3 in a black, sorcery, spectacle, 1 in a black. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Cackling Flames, 3 in a red, instant, deals 3 damage to any target. Hellbent, deals 5 damage to that permanent or player instead if you have no cards in hand. Wrecking Ball, 2 black-red, instant, destroy target creature or land. Nice utilitarian removal spell there. Then we have Carnival and Carnage. Carnival is hybrid black-red for an instant. Deals 1 damage to target creature or planeswalker and 1 damage to that permanent's controller. Then Carnage, 2 black-red for a sorcery. Deals 3 damage to target opponent. That player discards 2 cards. Very nice. All right, well, thank you for joining me on this adventure with the Rakdos Guild Kit. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let me know down below, what's your favorite version of Rakdos? The guild leader of the Rakdos cult, or Cult of Rakdos. It's had a couple of different names over the years, like it's shifted just ever so slightly. So, yeah, let me know down below. And until next time, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.